All right, now y'all, we're gonna call this here a Yap Session, right? Over here with Lab Diesel. I was Lab 250 before, but I'm switching the route, you know what I'm saying? Because we're on the road to 200. I was gonna wait till I hit 200, but I'm like, man, I was feeling pretty big in the gym the other day. I was putting up some real weight. I'm like, man, we going with Lab Diesel now, you feel what I'm saying? So, I just got some topics on my phone, just bullshit about, and some questions on here too, and go over those, just get talking about them. Let me see which one we're gonna start with. Well, we could start with 2026 coming up, right? And I like to think of December as a month of reflection. I always take that month to really sit back and take a lot of time out of my day to think about my overall year, think about the things that happened, think about the things that I did, think about the decisions I made, and go over the year with myself pretty much and see like, okay, was this a good year or a bad year? And a few years ago, one thing I used to always do, I used to make a list, right, in my notes. It'd be a good and bad list for the whole year, right? All the things that happened in 2025 or whatever. And even back when it was 2022, I was still doing that. One thing I always seen was that my good was always longer than my bad. Now some of my bad, man, that shit was pretty heavy though. Like some of the small ones, there was some pretty heavy bad ones, right? But even with that being said, the good was always a bigger list, you know. There's always a positive to every negative that happens in your life, you know. There's always usually more positive, but I think it's a skill to be positive. It's a skill to look for the good in any situation. You know, a lot of people, I don't know why, it's just like natural to be negative. It's natural to see the bad in a lot of situations. So that's something I usually do every year. And that definitely helps me out when I reflect and I see like, oh damn, it really wasn't a bad year. I had some bad moments, but it wasn't a bad year. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I'll be doing is every month. I used to do like a little diary pretty much in my notes. Like, okay, this what happened this month, this was going on, and this what I got going on next month, right? I stopped doing that. I started doing like a video diary. So I'll get on here, I'll make a video like maybe 2, 3 minutes long. Me, hey, today's date is November 1st or whatever the hell going on. I just started this job. I'm doing this. I'm making this much money. So next month, my goals are X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and I'll shoot that video, save that, and I'll look back on that later too. And then now I did it so where I'm gonna put them all together on video, and I'm gonna go back to that and look at the video and see what it's talking about. So I'll go back to that video and, like I said, see everything I said, because it's probably shit I said in there that I don't even remember. It's probably things I had going on that I didn't even remember. It's probably things that I said I was gonna do and I done did them already. Now I'm on to a whole lot of new stuff. You know what I mean? So that's something I do every year. Just reflect, month December, take all that time. Especially a lot of people got these days off of work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't even have nothing planned. A lot of y'all don't have nothing going on. Why would you not take an hour a day, 30 minutes a day to just sit down and be like, oh, damn, this is what I did this year. You know what I'm saying? These are goals I set this year. This is what I accomplished. This is what I did not accomplish. You know what I mean? Oh, there's another thing I got that kind of ties into that too, with me reflecting over the whole year and so on and so forth, with the video diaries and stuff too. Another thing I do over the year is I track every penny that goes in and out of my account, and I do that on a monthly basis. So in my notes, let's say I go to Dollar Tree, right? I go to Dollar Tree, go grab some. I spend $1.50. In my notes, I go write $1.50, and I set it up like that, right? And whatever money I spend that day, I write that down. And then what I do is at the end of the month, I go on Google Sheets and I plug in all the numbers that I spent. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this real quick. I go in and plug in all the numbers that I spent. I don't know if y'all can see that. I go and plug all that in, right? And once I put that in, it adds it up for me. I did how much I spent for the month, right? Then I have another one, right? Is what I made. So I do the same thing at the end of the month. I put how much I made for the month in there, plug that in, and I see, okay, cool. Let's say I made 6,000 this month, right? But I spent 3,000. Where's the other 3,000 at? That's what I look at and stuff like that. I have a certain number I'm trying to hit or a certain goal I'm trying to get at. I'll look at the difference. And then if I see like, damn, I spent a crazy amount this month, bro. What I got going on? I could refer back to that list and be like, damn, I spent this much money on food. Damn, I was out here bullshitting. I was doing this, doing that, you know? So that's another thing I do. Now it keeps me on track for the whole year and lets me stay on top of my goals. And I took some reflecting to get to that point. I started doing that. I've been doing that for about 3-4 years now. At the time, I remember I was working for my uncle doing HVAC. And I made like, I don't know, like 20-some thousand that year. And I remember getting my pay stub at the end of the year, my first like real time working a real job or whatever. And I got my pay stub, it was 20-some thousand. I'm like, damn, I do not have 20,000 in my account. How did this make sense? And then working for my uncle at that job, it was kind of cool because I got to see the employee side and I got to see the business side of things too. And I feel like I learned and picked up a lot that transformed me in that year that I was there with him. So from there, that's when I started doing this tracking. Because I've never seen a business not track how much money they're spending and making on a month-to-month basis, right? So I started doing that. And at first, I wasn't doing it on Google Sheets. I was doing it on paper, like a dummy, writing all that stuff down, adding it up, and then bomb. But ever since I started doing that, money been skyrocketing. It's been going up, you know. Another thing I've been doing with my money that's helped me a lot too was I was taught this by Brandon Carter in one of his courses. Was he breaks his money down into percentages, right? And the percentages vary depending on what you got going on or how you're getting your money, right? But let's just say you're working a job, you don't have to really worry about taxes because the taxes are taken out. What I do is I break my thing down in 46%, 40%, and then 14%, right? That 14%, I call that the fuck off account, man. I fuck that whole thing off. I could blow that whole little account if I want to, whenever I want to, right? Or I could let it stack and blow it. But that's just that play money, right? The 46%, I call that the opportunity account, right? That's what majority of my money goes into. Everything goes in there for whatever opportunity is, right? Whether it's buying a car, buying a house, if I want to take some money out and buy a course, if I want to take a risk with something like that, try something new, stuff like that. If I'm putting money into the brand and stuff like that, I'll take money out of that account. Then that 40%, what I use that for is bills and expenses, right? Whether it's gas, groceries, rent, insurance, all types of stuff like that, phone bill, anything like that goes into that 40%. And then the thing with this, the percentages is you have to make more money for these numbers to grow. And that's when you gotta really lock in, like, okay, cool, let's say you only getting $100 in your fuck off account and you trying to turn that up. You need to go ahead, find you a better job or figure out how to make some more money to grow that 14% so you got the money that you want when it's time to spend it, you know? So that's something else I do on a year-to-year, week-to-week basis, whatever it is, whenever I'm getting paid. Let me see what else I got up in here. And those little things have helped me big time. Like I said, the past few years, just been skyrocketing for me because I got these little habits in place. And even reflecting to see, okay, I did this wrong, I did this wrong, I did this wrong. And being able to go back, okay, and fix this, fix this, fix this. So I got new problems. I made a video about that actually recently, about having new problems, man. A lot of people go into the new year having the same problems they had the year before, or having the same issues they've been having over and over, even on a month-to-month thing. And I don't understand how people are having these same issues and same problems. You should be having new, bigger, I ain't gonna say worse, because who wants worse problems, but everybody gonna have some kind of problems, but you should be having different kinds of problems, you know what I'm saying? Because the problems I'll deal with are going to be different than the problems you probably deal with, so on and so forth, depending on what level you're at, depending on what you got going on, and what lifestyle you live in. But you should not be walking into a new year having the same issues that you had last year, because that shows that you didn't learn nothing. That shows you didn't fix nothing. That shows you ain't adapted. You ain't overcoming. So it's really like what you got going on. You really need to lock in and figure out, what am I doing wrong? That's why reflecting is so important. That's why y'all need to do that. Take an hour a day. Take an hour, even an hour out of the week. Let's just say, take an hour out of the week and really lock the fuck in, man. Close the door. have nobody bother you. Put your phone on D&D and lock in and really reflect on what you got going on, what your goals are. Why haven't you hit your goals? You know, let's say you had a goal to have XYZ amount of money, right, by the end of this month, and you're $2,000 off. Damn, what did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? You know, let me look at my account real quick. Let me see. Damn, I was spending a lot of money on food, bro. All right, next month I can't do that. I got to tighten up on that. I'm cooking at home from now on. You know, that's adapting. That's becoming, what's the word? I don't know the word I'm looking for. But you're learning. You know what I'm saying? You're adapting. You're learning to not keep making the same mistakes. Because only a fool will make the same mistake twice. Only a fool will make the same mistake twice. Remember that. I tell myself that all the time. If I ever catch myself doing something that I done did before, catch myself dealing with somebody that I done dealt with before, if I catch myself doing something that I ain't supposed to be doing, or I done did it already, only a fool make the same mistake twice, bro. And I ain't no motherfucking fool. So we get into this too. How fitness transformed me. So I started getting into fitness when I was like 16 or so, right? I was at home and I remember sitting on the couch. I used to have a sugar problem. I still have a sugar problem, but it's different now, right? I was 16 sitting on the couch. I was eating a bunch of bullshit or whatever, right? And I remember feeling tired, bro. And I was like, bro, I ain't even do shit. I'm tired. What the hell? So anytime I was tired, bro, I just got down, started hitting push-ups, right? You know, I don't know nothing about fitness at all at the time. I'm just like, that's one workout you can do anywhere, anytime. So I started doing that and just building up that habit. And then I started doing that. I started liking the way I felt. I started seeing some results. I was working at a KFC at the time, and I was eating the KFC stuff almost every day, which probably wasn't the best. But it got me some results, you know, gaining a little bit of weight. 'Cause I used to be frail. I used to be real frail. I can show y'all a picture of that. I'll just put it on the video, actually, and show y'all a video or a picture of that of when I was working at KFC. I used to be real small, right? And I was doing that, just hitting the push-ups, and I started building a habit. And from push-ups, went to pull-ups, went to diamond push-ups, so on and so forth. And then over time, it just got better. And I started boxing when I was like 18, 19. So at that point, I stopped like with the strength training, and I was mainly focused on the boxing. And that was cool for about a year and a half or whatever. And then I stopped there. I'm like, damn, I want to get my weight back right too. So I started hitting the weights again, getting my weight up, and now I kind of jump back with the boxing. It's been like a cycle of that for a while. But now I've been locked in past year or so on just the weights in the gym and a lot of calisthenic stuff. And now that's going good. But I'm glad I started this, you know, so I'm glad I made those changes, because at one point I was eating, like I said, a bunch of bullshit. I had to start with even drinking water. I wouldn't even drink water back in the day. Always juice or some sugary drink, right? There's a book out there too. It's called Salt, Sugar, and Fats, and it's really explaining how these three ingredients are like the most addictive ingredients in anything we eat, you know? And there's people who are addicted to shit. One of them, all three of them, you know what I mean? So everybody got these little problems, right? I just had to break my habit, break my problem. And I mean, I still struggle with it today sometimes with the sugar, but it's better. Or you find alternatives. That's a big thing I'm big on, is alternatives. Finding a different, instead of eating this, I can eat this instead, right? Sometimes when I get that craving for something sweet, maybe I'll go have, what it is, like they got a lot of plant-based candy out there now too. I think one of them is like Smart Sweets. I get one of them, low calorie, low sugar. I'd rather have a zero sugar soda than a regular soda, you know what I'm saying? Or Olipop over Pepsi or something like that, you know what I mean? So that's how I feel when it comes to the sugar and stuff like that. And that's what's helped me over time overcome that bad habit that I got, right? But when it comes to fitness though too, like I said, I just started with the push-ups. I think that's a great start for most people. Is just start making a habit. That's what you got to do. It's really just a habit and being consistent, because that shit compound over time. Once you drop down, let's say till I hit 10, right? Hit 10 every hour, right? You do that for 5 hours, that's 50 push-ups today. Bomb, okay, cool. Tomorrow I'm gonna hit 20 every hour. And you go up, then you start seeing some progress. Then your body starts changing. Once your body starts changing, you really gonna be turned up, because you got some results to lead on with, you know what I'm saying? So that's my recommendation for people too who are like just starting or wanting to get into that, or trying to build a habit or have a hard time building that habit. Man, just start with some push-ups, bro. Just get down and do that. Or some squats. Do some squats too. Whichever one you prefer. I like the push-ups, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably a little bit easier. Just drop down, hit those, but you hit squats too, man, if you want. Hit about 50 squats at a time, though. You got to hit more squats to feel that burn, as to where if you were just hitting push-ups, you going to feel something after a cool 30, you know what I mean? Even if you're doing the 10, 10, 10, 10, the squats, you got to step it up a notch, you know? Let's see. What else is on here? While we're on the topic of fitness and stuff, right? One thing that I was saying before, how I made those habits. You gotta create those habits, right? Habits is what's really gonna dictate where you really going in life, right? Neither here nor there with that. I was also gonna say something in regards to what I wrote down on this bitch, man. See, I be jumping topics, and that be my problem, bro. I be here, then I be here, then I be there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop that. I gotta stick to one thing at a time. But my mind just be so fast. I be bouncing here, and I got so much to say that I say everything at one time, and then scramble all over the place. You feel what I'm saying? But no, for real though, I think everybody, man, y'all gotta get in shape 2026, man. This shit ain't no game. Shit ain't no joke. Shit ain't cool. Shit ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? And with fitness, bro, that shit helped me build my confidence up a whole lot. I don't care if you skinny, I don't care if you fat or whatever, whichever side you on, whatever side of the spectrum you on, bro. Getting in shape gonna change you all the way, bro. Changes your mentality. Change your mentality. Boost your confidence, man. Makes you feel like you could really achieve and do things, you know, and building that habit transitions to other parts of your life as well, you know, because I had this consistent habit of working out, consistent habit eating right, doing the right things. That comes with me when I go to work, you know what I'm saying? It comes with me when people see me, when they talk to me a certain way now too, you know. And one big thing about being in shape is how it really shaped my confidence, man, you know what I'm saying? It really helped build my confidence up, getting my weight up, man, getting a good physique, getting a decent foundation, right? And I think everybody should have it at some point, because people talk to you different, man. People treat you different. And not only do they treat you different, it's because you walk different. You walk with your chest out, you know what I'm saying? You walk with good posture. You walk like you know what you got going on. You walk like you know what you want in life, you know? Having that good physique, having that good habit, that good body that you want, you know, you're going to feel different about yourself. I said this earlier in the video today. I said, when you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good, right? And when you do good, it don't get better than that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's definitely something y'all should try, because even in 3 months, bro, you can see a whole transformation in 3 months. That's enough time to see some form of results, you know. And those results may not be the exact end goal that you want, depending where you at. But those 3 months, you're going to see, okay, I lost 10 pounds. And 10 pounds is enough to visually see a difference on, you know what I'm saying? Whether you gain or lose, you know. 3 months, you could feel like a whole new person too, you know? And it's gonna be people at your job, at school, wherever you at, in public, you know what I'm saying, your friends and family, you gonna go to the house and they gonna say, damn, look like you lost some weight. Damn, look like you putting on some muscle. People gonna see it before you see it. And it's gonna really turn you up when you hear that, you know? But I say give yourself 3 months of being consistent. Be like, okay, man, I'm gonna try 3 months, and if it don't work, fuck it, I'm gonna fall off, you know? But some of y'all can't even do that. 3 months is nothing. That shit gonna come regardless. You know what I mean? Just lock in for 3 months. Tell yourself, I'm gonna eat good for 3 months. I'm gonna cut this out for 3 months. I'm gonna lock in for 3 months and not worry about the bullshit. I'm gonna not go out to this event. I'm not gonna go here. I'm not gonna go here. I'm not gonna drink for 3 months, you know? And really get control of that shit, bro. You gonna feel like you got everything figured out. You gonna feel like you got it all in your hand. You know what I mean? You got the world in your hands when you do that. Try that out, man. Just give yourself 3 months. Start with the new year coming up, actually. January, February, March, all the way to the end of March. Just text me. Yeah, give yourself the first 3 months, all the way to March, right? First 3 months of the new year, give yourself to March and see whether your goal is to gain or lose weight, man. Just lock in and give yourself that little bit of time to get right. On to the next topic. I was talking about this the other day with the music, right? Folks be listening to a lot of bullshit, and people don't understand how that really plays a role on your mental, how that affects you, right? And I was saying how, man, people listen to bullshit music. They don't listen to no getting money music. And I be like, man, every day when I leave work, bro, when I'm waking up in the morning and I'm about to get to it, or I'm about to shoot some videos, or I'm about to go do whatever I'm about to do, whatever endeavor I'm indulging in, right? I got a playlist right here. I'm gonna go over some songs with y'all right now. That be called Get Money. You see that? What that be called? Get Money. Who I got up in? I got Lil Baby, right? Lil Baby in there. I got Crazy by Lil Baby. I got Crazy by Boosie. I got Backlit by Rod Wave. What else I got up in here? Surf Swag. Shoes by Lil Wayne. Highly Performing by Huncho. Off the Meter, Kevin Gates. Good Life, Kanye West. Let me see what else I got up in here. What's a good one? I got OK by Lil Baby. Fuck Up Some Commas by Future. What else? Am I Wrong by Nico. He said, am I wrong? What he said? Let me see. He said, am I wrong for thinking out the box from where I stay? For saying that I choose another way? I ain't trying to do what everybody else doing. Just because everybody doing what they all do. If one thing I know, I fall, but I'll grow. I'm walking down this road of mine. This road that I call home. So am I wrong, right? I listen to that shit right there all the time, bro. He was snapping. Why he was snapping like that? Am I wrong? No, you not wrong, bro. You not wrong at all. Walk down that little path, bro. You ain't wrong. Who else I got up in here, man? I got Reek and Johnny. Y'all don't know about that Reek and Johnny, man. This is what he's saying, Reek and Johnny. Money really make me feel like I could be somebody. When I pull up in that Benz, buco freaks around me. I was born with a plug, who am I to lie? You know I let them fly like Puerto Rican Johnny. Money coming to me, riding around with duffel bags. Stacks of dirty money wrapped in buku rubber bands. I was born with a plug, who am I to lie? You know I let them fly like Puerto Rican Johnny. Right? So I ain't got no plug, and I don't know about nothing about no dirty bands or nothing like that, right? But what I will say is that he emphasized in the hook, money really make me feel like I could be somebody, you know? And that shit do something to me too, right? Snapping. Type of Way by Rich Homie Quan. I listen to that motherfucker every day when I wake up and before I go to sleep. You know what he's saying in this song? Rich Homie Quan, matter of fact, let's start with Rich Homie, man. Rich Homie Quan, he's one of the ones, man. R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan, right? But any song he got make you feel like getting some money, bro. His name is Rich Homie Quan, bro. Rich Homie. I done got rich, homie. You feel what I'm saying? This song right here, what he's saying there, man, it's a specific part that I be listening to all the time. A specific part I listen to all the time. Mr. CEO is what my title say. That's one part. That's not the part I'm talking about. Watch this. Let me see. Damn, dog. What'd he say? Okay, here it go, bomb. I got a hideaway, and I go there sometimes to get my mind a break. You see, I find a way to still get through the struggle, what I'm trying to say. And I ain't lying today when I tell you that I love my been hustling, trying to make, yeah. So look, bro, I fuck with that. You know why I fuck with that, man? Because he said, I find a way to make it through the struggle, what I'm trying to say. I listen to that every day too, man. That part right there be getting me, bro. Because some of y'all don't be finding a way. Some of y'all don't never find no way to make it through the struggle, bro. Y'all just be in there basking in the struggle, man. Y'all motherfuckers loving the struggle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not me. Not I. Fuck wrong with you. Oh, here's another one, man. Differences. The difference between me and you is I'd rather get money, try to flip me something. You can't tell me nothing. That's the hook right there, right? He said, the difference between me and you is you rather sit on your ass, begging from another man, holding out your hand. What else he got up on her? Let me see. He said, and she tell me the difference between me and you is I'ma go get her. I swear like hell, I go get her. I was up all night counting the measurements. Haters eavesdropping and say they saw me in the Benz. Bitch, you guilty until proven innocent. She wanna ride with me so she could get these benefits. Ho, I ain't crazy, I ain't stupid, I ain't out my mind. No, I got my back and I ain't talking spine. No vertebrae, but I heard you say you and me. You see the difference is there can never be two of me, right? Look, let me stop, man, because I'll go through the whole playlist with y'all right now, right? I ain't even got to do that. But the point now I'm getting at is, y'all got to watch what y'all put in y'all mind, right? Because that shit will program you, right? I listen to shit every day, man. I really be feeling like Rich Homie Quan when I'm riding around, you know what I'm saying? I really be feeling like, am I wrong when I be riding around? That's what I do. Because I program my mind like that. You know, I put good stuff in my head. Let me turn the lights on real quick. Let's see how this looking. That's better. That's cool. It's all right. Yeah, the list go on. Like I said, I feel like y'all need to do that, man. Go ahead and get a Get Money playlist. Matter of fact, if y'all want, send me a DM. I'll send you a list of these songs. I'll send you the playlist, actually. I'll send you the whole playlist. Fuck it. I'll send you the whole playlist, right? We got Young Thug in here, Meek Mill, a lot of Rick Ross, Lil Baby. That's it. And some of it isn't even Get Money music. It's not even like they ain't talking about getting no money. It just make me feel good. It really turned me up. It put me in a higher vibrational state, right? So like I got the Surf Swag in there by Lil Wayne. One of the parts in the songs, he say walk around like I'm 30 feet tall. Man, that's how I be feeling. Walk around like I'm 30 feet tall, walk around that bitch chest out, you know what I'm saying? Like I own this bitch, like I run the world. That's how I be feeling, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I really genuinely feel that way, which makes the difference. Cause when I feel like that and I walk around like that, people see that, they know that, oh, it ain't a bluff, you know what I'm saying? People fall in line with that too, you know? So that's what y'all gotta start doing, man. Start practicing by programming your mind. That's a goal for next year, man. Make a playlist and go ahead and listen to that, man. Make a playlist and listen to that Get Money music, bro. That high vibrational music. SCY Jimmy, man. Y'all don't even know who that is, bro, but watch this. I'm gonna put y'all on, right? He said, hey, life is what you make it. You ain't gotta fake it. Either you gonna hit the trap or you can go and take it. He said, people after hoes, but me, I be paper chasing. I'm about that bag. When it come to money, I get so impatient. I'm trying to ball forever. People want to beef and shit when we could ball together. And that's the hook right there, you know what I'm saying? You having a little emotion, but we on two different levels. Got these people mad, we having too much fun with this shit. I relapse every time I say I'm done with this bitch, man, right? So like even that, man. If that don't turn you up, if that don't get you going, if that don't get your mind going, like, damn, life is what you make it. You ain't gotta fake it. What you faking for, man? Go out there and make it for real life, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that, man. Go ahead and make you a playlist, y'all. That's what I want you to take away from this. Cause see, that shit just get me turned up, just rapping the lyrics. I didn't hear a song, I'm just singing the lyrics, bro. You feel me? That shit turned me up right there. That's all I gotta get, man. Like I said, go ahead, comment or send me a DM, and I'll share my plays with you, and we'll do that, right? But even that, like I listen to a lot of motivational speakers too, and like Eric Thomas. I used to listen to Prince EA and stuff like that, but Eric Thomas is a big one. I really started with him. I listened to him when I was like 18 years old. I was working for my uncle with the HVAC, like I was saying, and with him I was in the warehouse or whatever, like setting up equipment. I just had that bitch in my headphones. I'm like, damn, it was cool. Like getting my mind right, getting my mind set up. At the time, I didn't realize what I was doing. But now I'm seeing like, okay, that shit did program me. That shit did set me up to have these thoughts, have these ideas, and get me out of my comfort zone and get me out that box that I was in, you know. Who else I listen to? David Goggins. Let me see who else I got up on here. Sometimes I go and I click these too. It'll say, like, you must not give up this time. And it's a bunch of different speakers speaking in that video. It's like a 30-minute video of them just speaking. You were different. You must push. You got Alex Hormozy on there. You got clips from certain movies and stuff like that on there. David Goggins. Who else, man? Jordan Peterson, I don't know if he's considered a motivational speaker. Like, he cool. Tony Robbins is cool, too. I just don't be feeling him all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, his stuff cool. I think his name's William or Willis King Hollis. I like him, too. I don't know if he's still dropping stuff like that no more, though. But at one point, I listened to all of them. And, man, sometimes it might just be what you need to listen to, bro. Like, I'll go swipe to one. One of the videos say, listen to this every day. That's Eric Thomas. Another one he might say is prove them wrong. And that's like just the headline of the video. But once you click it, it might have something in there that you needed to hear. You didn't even know you need to hear that, right? So that's a big deal. I listen to that kind of stuff a lot. And I think that really shaped who I am now and got me where I'm at right now. And it still shaped me to where I'm going. So watch what you feeding yourself, man. If you watch what you putting into your body, you need to watch what you're putting in your mind. But the problem is y'all don't watch what y'all putting into y'all body, and y'all don't even care what y'all putting in y'all mind either. You know what I'm saying? Y'all haven't practiced some of these habits to even understand like how this affects you. You know, when you do a little detox from certain things, like I said, them 3 months you're gonna take to really lock in and just take a step back and just see how it goes. Just try it. It's not even, I ain't gonna say risky because it's not even a risk. Like, you're not risking nothing. You just gotta lock in and do the shit. You know what I mean? You might have some withdrawals. You might be like, damn, I really need it. You know, nah, it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Or I might need to eat this. Nah, I'm good. I don't need that. That's what you gotta tell yourself, man. Play it cool. Rule number 1 is play it cool, man. Play it cool, man. Don't worry about that, man. You don't need to have FOMO. You don't need to be worried about missing out on anything. Because there is such an abundance of everything. There's a book called The Science of Getting Rich, man. Speaking of motivational speakers and stuff like that, I love that book, Science of Getting Rich, man, because whenever I start falling off, I listen to that book right there. It's a short book. I listen to audiobooks. It's only 2 hours long, man. And those 2 hours, it's just telling you the mindset of people who are rich and how to get rich, and how people who are stupid could get rich and people who are geniuses could get rich. People who were born into wealth stay rich. How some people who never had nothing get rich, you know? It's really, my biggest takeaway from the book is abundance. Like, it really emphasizes on being abundant. I remember when I first started doing fitness stuff, right? I used to be on Instagram. I'm looking at people on IG in these big cities, these major cities and stuff. They got these nice little parks out there, man. They're at these nice gyms. They're at the newest, latest gym. They're around all these other influencers and stuff like that. And I used to be like, damn, man. Like, I'm the city I'm in, man, it ain't really like that. It ain't this going on, ain't that going on, you know what I'm saying? But one of the things in the book that they emphasize on is sometimes you have to work with what you have until you could get those things, right? So that's what I did, man. I found whatever park I was finding. I found little memberships that I had at the gyms, you know what I mean? I bought some equipment here on my own. I didn't have a pull-up bar around here, especially because I'm so tall, like grabbing onto the pull-up bar that fit my height. I got some gymnastic rings, set them bitches up on a tree, get on those. You know, you got to work with what you got sometimes until you can get things that you desire, you know? And now I'm out here going this place, going that place, on the road, hitting this spot, hitting that spot up. You know, I'm at the parks. I'm around other influencers myself now. You know what I mean? But I had to go through that little phase. And it's more so, it wasn't even a big deal. It's just like a mental thing. It's like, damn, you know, I'm trying to get here, but I'm right here. So because I had that abundance mindset, you know what I'm saying, I listened to that book and I'm like, man, you know what, I got to work with what I got. And this is what I got right now. That's what I did. So never think that you're going to miss out on something, man. Because it's a lot of things aren't going nowhere. And when the time comes for you and you're ready to start going out, doing these things, experiencing these things, it's going to be better than you could ever imagine. You know what I mean? The timing is going to be perfect. And that's how you got to look at it, man. It's hard to say that too when you're going through it at the time. But in all reality, once you get past those little bumps, like, you realize, like, damn, bro, I was really doing this, I was really doing that. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, you know what I'm saying? But those little things got me here. So, Virginia's water, right? And I want to talk about water with y'all too. It's been on my heart, be on my chest a lot. I forget that I have to remind you guys to drink water. I don't understand it. I really don't. but we gonna do it because I care about y'all. I want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all do great things too. You know what I mean? And part of that is drinking water. And one thing that pisses me off the most is I know a lot of pretty women, right? A lot of beautiful women, right? That don't drink water. I can't understand it. I don't understand it, actually. If someone could make sense of that to me, I would appreciate it. They don't drink water. Or if they are, they're drinking 1 bottle the whole day. They're drinking 2 bottles the whole day, and that's it. Then they drinking a little soda, little juices, little bullshit, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. That shit really grinds my gears. It don't sit right with me and my soul, bro, because you too pretty for that. Why do you have a hard time drinking water? That should not be an issue. That should be the standard. That should be the standard. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as for everybody else, y'all slacking, bro. Y'all slacking. If you want people that be like, water's nasty, you know what I gotta tell you? You know what I gotta tell you? For those of you that say water's nasty, listen to me very closely when I say this. Grow up. Grow up, man. Grow up, because man, it's water, bro. You a grown ass man, grown ass woman, and can't drink water, bro, because it's nasty. You have a problem. Those are the withdrawals I'm talking about, man. Those are the withdrawals you're gonna have. You're gonna feel like you need some sugar. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need that, man. Just pick up some water. You know what I'm saying? Even if you set little lines, you know, you got the bottles with lines on it. Be like, okay, I'm gonna drink this much right now. Bomb. Do that. This is what I be doing too sometimes. I used to do this. Set a timer on my phone, time my watch, set that bit. Repeat. 5 minutes. That bit go off. Okay, let me drink water. I didn't do that with water, but I did it with like the push-ups, right? Bomb, drink my water. Timer go off, 30 minutes. 30 push-ups. Timer go off, another 30, until shit, I'm tired. Or until it becomes habit. I don't need a timer no more. Ah, shit, here, I'm not doing that. Let me go ahead and hit these real quick, you know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, you know what, let me go ahead and drink. Let me finish this little bit of water I got left in this 1 bottle. Let me finish that up, you know? So that's a big deal, man. Go ahead and stay hydrated, too. And just because it's cold don't mean you don't got to drink no water. Remember that. Just because it's cold don't mean you don't got to drink water. You still need that bit. When it's hot, you probably going to need double the amount. But that's why some of y'all don't be feeling right. Y'all be feeling sluggish. Y'all be feeling tired. You know, you don't even realize there's so many small things that play a role that like, doing these things compound, right? Not drinking water, man, you're going to feel tired, bro. Your stomach not going to feel right. You're going to feel like you don't got no energy. You're going to have a headache, you know what I'm saying, because you're dehydrated. Same with sleep, bro. You ain't getting enough sleep. You getting 6 hours sleep, maybe 4 hours of sleep every day. That shit going to catch up to you at some point. You know, and there's a time and a place for it. You know, those times, like, say, I'm going hard, I'm doing my little thing, I'm only getting 4 hours of sleep for a week or two, you know? And then one day, I'm out of there, bro. Cool 12 hours. I'm rested up, you know what I'm saying? And I get back into my little 7, 8 hours sleep, you know? It's a time and a place, but you can't do those things for long, bro. It's going to be detrimental to you, you know? You just got to look at it like that, man. Look at it like that. Like, how is this affecting me, man? And I know things may seem so small right now, but when you really sit back and reflect, how we was talking about earlier, and reflect on it, you'll realize, bro, some of these little habits you have are making a big deal. And if you just change one little habit that you got, bro, it's going to skyrocket you. You're going to hit that new level, you know what I'm saying? It's so many levels to this shit, right? I used to be like at such a low level, you know what I'm saying? Over the years, I put in so much work, learned so many things, and experienced so many things that this is where I'm at now. And it's like, I'm at this level, but I ain't at that level yet. And I'm still reaching for that, you know what I'm saying? No matter what level you're at, it's okay, but there's always room to grow. And you should aim for that. Aim for whatever growth you can, whatever level you at. Even at the highest level, bro, there's still people above them doing big things. I got my mentor, right? And he at a very high level. And he be saying, like, man, he around these 100 millionaires, you know what I'm saying? Or these people with XYZ millions, you know what I'm saying? At the highest of height. And they still aiming for that, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a good thing to have. I always say, man, I want it all, man. I want everything in this world. I want everything this life has to offer me, man. You know what I'm saying? I want the best clothes, best cars, best friends, best women, all of the above, right? But not in like a greedy way, and that's a difference. I'm not greedy when I'm saying that. It's just, okay, I want these things. I ain't got no problem working for these things and getting them. You know what I mean? I don't want like, oh, I gotta have everything. There's enough for everybody, man. Abundance, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have yours, I can have mine. And we both happy, man. What that song said? Let me find it, man. Let me find the song real quick that I was just playing. What he said? People want to beef and shit when we could ball together. That's what we could do. We could ball together. No need to be greedy. No need to go over there and snatch everything up, man, because you so scared of everybody else getting it, man. That's why you miss your blessings, bro, because you so damn greedy, bro. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to give a little, bro. It's okay. It's going to be some more. And when more does come, it's going to be even better than the first time. You feel what I'm saying? That's that abundance mindset. Read the book, Science of Getting Rich. I don't even know how much it is. Let's see. I'll put y'all on right now. We'll get the exact price. Okay, cool. The audio book is $12. And I know you have $12. I know you got $12, bro. If you don't got $12, bro, go rake a yard. Go cut somebody's grass. You can do all those things, man. Go cut some grass. Go rake your yard, man. Go DoorDash. Go Uber. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, bro. You can find $12, man. And that book, man, it'll get you right. It's short and sweet, bro. That's the best part about it, right? It's not even a 4 or 5 hour long book. Like I said, I listen to audio books, so I go by the hours. It's not even a 4 or 5 hour book, man. Not even a 12-hour book. 2 hours. You listen to that in one day. You listen to that every day if you want to. Literally. I try to put it on like once a month. And like I said, that shit just getting back right. If I fall off or if I don't got my mind right at that time, I'll put that thing on and I'm rocking and rolling, bro. Let me delete these. This is another topic I want to talk to y'all about, right? It's a story. And I talk about Alexander the Great a lot. And I just made a post about him too. But Alexander the Great, man, that story with his mother, that she told him that his father wasn't Phillips. His father was Zeus, a god. So he thought he was a god, right? And you know, it's two things that always baffle me about that story. And I was just telling somebody this the other day. It's like, okay, and it's not no point to what I'm about to say, but it's just like, it really makes me sit back and wonder, like, which one was it? Like, I wish we could go talk to him right now, you feel what I'm saying? So his father was already like a leader of armies and stuff like that. His father was already like a conqueror or whatever, right? So did he do all these great things because of his environment, his proximity to these people, to having these relationships and stuff? Or did he do these great things because he thought he was that motherfucking guy? Or was it a combination of both? You know what? It could have been a combination of both. And because he had both, that's why he was able to excel at such a fast rate and do these great things. They say by the age of 22, he was already a conqueror of all these lands. Let's look it up right now, matter of fact. Let's speak the facts. If we're going to speak it all, we're going to speak some facts, right? What were some of the accomplishments of Alexander the Great, and what age did he accomplish these things? I'm saying accomplishments like he did great. He did do great things, but I mean, he was out there fucking people up. So age 13 to 16, learned philosophy, science, medicine, politics, and warfare, shaping his vision on leadership and culture. First military exposure at 13 to 16, trained in command, strategy, and leadership under his father, King Philip II, right? See, that's a big detail right there. He was training with his dad at 13, 16. Everybody don't got no daddy like that. You feel what I'm saying? Age 16, Philip trusted him as a regent while away at war, crushed a rebellion, and founded his first city. Age 18, led the cavalry charge that defeated Athens and Thebes, helping secure Macedonian dominance over Greece. Age 20, became king of Macedonia after Philip's assassination. Damn, they got him. Immediately eliminated rivals, secured the throne, and unified Greece. Age 21, destroyed Thebes, one of them, after it revolted. This brutal act sent a message to Greece and would not rebel again. Age 22, invaded the Persian Empire, the most powerful empire in the world at the time. Won the battle of the Granicus, his first major victory in Asia. Age 23, defeated Darius III at the Battle of the Issus. one of history's most famous military victories against overwhelming odds, right? And it goes on to 24, 25, 26 to 30. I think he only lived to like 32. Yeah, he died at 32, man. But man, he was he was having some great years. He was on a run, my boy. My dog Alexander was on a run, man, having some great years, right? So what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think he was able to do those things because of who his father Phillips was, or because he thought he was a god? He thought he was of such a high status. He thought he was above everything and anything, you know? Or was it a combination of both? I think it was a combination of both. After saying it out loud and really thinking about it, I think it's a combination of both, right? But another story I want to go over with y'all is the drunk dad story, right? A lot of people don't know this story. And I don't know how I seen this. I think I seen Alexander the Great. I was on Instagram one time and I was scrolling through and it said, man, the things we complain about today is crazy than what they had to deal with back at this time too. And I was thinking about that. And that's how I looked into Alexander the Great and looked up his his autobiography or documentary on him or something like that and got all these little details and stuff, right? Same with the drunk dad story, right? I don't know when I seen this or how I seen this, but I think it was on Instagram a long time ago. I was real young, like 16 or something like that. And the story goes, it's a dad, right? Drunk dad. He's an alcoholic or whatever, right? He had two sons, right? One son grew up to be very successful. Another son grew up to be a drunk, right? Years down the road, they sat them both down and asked them the exact same question, right? Asked them both the same question, like why did you turn out the way you turned out, right? And they both had the same answer. They said, I seen my father, right? So that story stuck with me. I don't know why or how, like certain things in life, certain things people tell you, it just stick with you. You don't get to decide, right? It just stay with you. That story built me for a long time. And over the years, like just hearing that story, looking at it, like what I took from that story is like you got a choice at the end of the day. No matter where you come from, no matter your background, no matter where you're at, right? And that's like why I ain't gonna say I got low sympathy for certain people in certain situations, but it's really like, man, you do get to decide. At some age, you have to choose what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep blaming people for your, I guess I say incompetence. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame people that you're not where you want to be. You can't blame people that you don't have the things that you want and desire, right? That really falls on you because you didn't make the right decisions. You know, only up until a certain age does somebody have like control over what you do in life. And even at that point, like you have some kind of realization like, okay, if I don't have access to this, I'm gonna do this, right? And I'm gonna use me as an example, right? I remember being younger, I wasn't able to like to play sports and stuff like that. I didn't have those opportunities to do those things, right? I remember times I was working, I didn't have a car and stuff like that. Let's say I asked somebody to give me a ride somewhere, right? Let's say I asked some of my family to give me a ride somewhere, right? And they was like, no, or they was busy, or they had something going on. You know what I did? I took my motherfucking bike, or I motherfucking walked there. You know what I'm saying? Because if I want something, man, I'm going to go motherfucking get it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I'm saying that to say, like, okay, yeah, I could have been like, they ain't give me no ride. Damn, that shit's a few miles out. I ain't trying to go, right? You know? But I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted something, and I went ahead and went and got it. By any means, by whatever I had to do to get it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it didn't take me, I wasn't there as fast as I would like to be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it the fashion I would like to do it. I still got there, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just a small example, something like that, man, right? Or I'm asking somebody, just anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, to take me somewhere. Hey, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? When I first started boxing, man, I was at I think it was Colado's boxing gym, right? Me and my friend, we told ourselves, man, we want to start doing this, bro. We want to start fighting and stuff like that. And we was like, damn, we got to figure it out, bro. It was the only gym we could get to because we didn't have a car, so we had to walk there, right? That shit was probably like 4 or 5 miles out, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had to just walk into the gym, and we started doing it, bro. And the membership at the time was only like $40. Looking back, like I'm like, bro, that shit was not crazy at all. But at the time, I couldn't really pay that shit. You know what I'm saying? Close this. Damn bugs getting up in here. It was only like $40, man. And at the time, I couldn't pay that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we still made it happen. We still went there. Me and my homeboy be like, hey, bro, how much money you got? How much money I got? Bam, put together. And we made something happen, right? We did a little extra work, whatever money we had to get to do it. And like I said, that's how we started doing that. Because I wanted it, though. I had that desire. I had that urge to do it. And I went ahead and did everything I had to do, you know. So that's how y'all look at this. Only a certain age that you at where people, like I said, can kind of dictate and control your stuff, you know? Because once you get enough money saved up, you get your own car. Now the opportunities are endless, you know what I'm saying? Now you got your own car. What you gonna do next? You know what I mean? The first thing I did when I bought my new car this past year, bro, I told myself, because my old car couldn't make it to these other states. I couldn't drive nowhere like that, you know? I said, I'm gonna start traveling, bro. I'm gonna start doing this, start doing that. You know what I'm saying? I got a car. That bitch meant to be on the road. That bitch meant to be on getting the miles on it. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, I went. Where I went this year, man. I went to Tennessee. Was the first spot I went to, I think, man. In June, I went to Tennessee. I went to Atlanta a few times. You know what I'm saying? I went to Alabama. I went to New Orleans. And that's really, I went to Miami a few times, but that's nothing crazy. You know, I'm already in Florida, bro. That's a little 4-hour ride. But I did these things, man. I seen some things, you know, experienced some things. I think it was cool. Like I said, and I told myself I was going to do this once I put myself in position to do these things. And here I am doing them. You know what I mean? So, man, don't let people dictate your life. Don't let people write your story. You know what I mean? That's what I took from the drunken dad story. You know, don't let people dictate what you do. And at the end of the day, everybody has a decision. Everybody has a choice they can make with their path. You know what I'm saying? One path might be easier than the other. It might be easy to say, oh, my father was a drunk, so I'm a drunk, right? Like, bro, you can do that if you want to, but see how far you're going to get. Or you can be like, man, I see what he doing. I ain't really on that. I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing, you know? Man, so look into that story, y'all, and tell me what y'all think about it. That's what I want to hear, what y'all think about that story. I'm running out of topics now, y'all, in this video. How long it's been? It's already been like an hour, man. Let me see. The last thing I got on my list and on my mind right now is hygiene, right? Let's talk about some hygiene. I can't speak for everybody, but what it seems like is a lot of people lack proper hygiene, right? And not saying people like dirty or filthy, but some people are dirty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some folks is dirty, man. Hygiene comes in all different shapes and sizes, right? Something on a low level is getting a haircut, right? Man, always keeping a haircut. That's good hygiene. That's good grooming skills, you know? Keeping a haircut, keeping your beard lined up, or getting some clippers and doing it yourself or whatever the case may be. Never letting your beard get out of control. Always looking presentable and pretty, you know what I'm saying? That's one big thing. Having your nails clipped, man. Having clean cut nails, bro, so your hands look decent, bro. You don't got no nasty black shit under your nails, nothing like that, man. These are little small things you could do at home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally could go to Walmart and get an Arsenal kit for $15. You got everything you need in there, right? File, clippers, angled clippers, you know what I'm saying? So you can hit the side without cutting your motherfucking finger and stuff like that. The little picks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? They got all that stuff in there, bro. Like $15, man. I know you got $15, bro. But hygiene right there, that's a big one. Those little things make a big difference too. So I've noticed over time, bro, like people do look at these little details, you know what I'm saying? And those little things we talk about add up, and people see these things, bro, and they already judge you when they see you, you know what I'm saying? So why would you not put yourself in the best position possible for people to judge you in the best light? You know what I mean? So when somebody see me, they can only say great things. Their first impression of me is amazing. Their first impression of me is astonished. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to get. But you get those things by doing the little back end work, you know what I'm saying? Doing the shit that people don't see. Getting your haircut, you know what I'm saying? Scheduling those appointments in advance so you get a routine for your little haircut, you know what I'm saying? Going ahead, having a set day. I do something called a deep clean, right? At least once a week I do this deep clean, right? I go get my haircut. I go ahead, wash my hair real good when I get home. I clip my nails, file my shit down, make sure my shit straight. You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing for my feet, get my feet right, bomb, bomb, cool stuff. Do my little, my rock, get my hands right, do all that, bomb, bomb, bomb. And I shave whatever I gotta shave, you know what I'm saying? Line up whatever I gotta line up, you know what I'm saying? I pluck my little eyebrows, get my eyebrows threaded and stuff like that, you know. I used to be against this kind of stuff when I was younger too, bro, until I realized like, okay, this shit do make a difference, you know what I'm saying? The way people view me does matter. You know what I'm saying? I want people to view me in a certain light, so I gotta do these things to get that light shine on me, you know what I mean? And that deep clean, man, once a week, man, it's gonna make a difference, bro. You know, take that hour in the shower, man. It sound crazy. It do sound crazy. I know a lot of people are like, you in there for an hour doing this, doing that, bomb. Man, you do that, bro. You can step out, like I said. You look good. You feel good. You feel good. You do good. So when I step out, I know I can be confident whenever I talk to somebody, whenever I see somebody, I go ahead. Oh, I'm not missing no opportunity, man. Let's say I got an interview coming up, man. I know I'm going to the interview. I'm looking all nice, well presented, you know what I'm saying, put together, shake their hand. They gonna see my hand. They gonna see, oh, wow, he's very well groomed, you know what I'm saying. He see my haircut. He know I'm lined up. Already I ain't looking like a mammoth or nothing like that, you know what I mean? People look at those things, man. People take that and, like I said, they judge you off that first glance, you know what I'm saying? So why not put yourself in the best position possible to have the best outcome, you know what I mean? What else is with hygiene? Water is a part of hygiene, y'all. Drink some motherfucking water. Stay hydrated, you know? Stay hydrated. Cause that clears your skin out and stuff too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it helps your body function. It helps you from not having headaches, so you can perform better on a day-to-day basis, right? So that's another big one. Is water, clipping nails. What else is something, man? Brushing your teeth, man. I shouldn't have to say this. I should not have to say this, man. Brush your teeth in the morning when you wake up, and the end of the night, man. Cause you know when you eating all that stuff, bro, all that stuff just sitting there. That's how you gonna mess up your teeth, get these cavities and stuff like that. And you don't want that. You don't want no cavities. You don't want to mess up your teeth. So right before you go to bed, you want to go ahead and do that too. Make that a little habit. And flossing. Flossing's a big one. I know a lot of people don't floss, man. Personally, I like the sticks, the little it's like a toothpick with a floss on it. You know what I'm saying? I like those. Cause I feel like I could hit what I need to hit a little better. But some people like the string better because they feel like they could, you know what I'm saying, do a little pew, 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 pew on there. I'm not a big fan. But whichever one you gotta do, man, make sure you flossing. That's another big one. What else could it be, man? Getting some cologne. I just started getting the cologne this past year. Go find you a aroma that you enjoy. Try it out, and then go out, man. Go out and see what people think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you get a lot of likes off of that one, keep that one. If people ain't really feeling it, okay, bomb. I'll go ahead and get a different one, man. I'll see what people feeling. See what they say. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, cologne's a big one too, man. You could even go if you ain't got it like that right now, bro. You ain't got money to spend on like a $200 some cologne. Go to Bath and Body Works, man. Get you a little cheap spray, bro. Just something to get started. You know what I'm saying? Something to enhance your aroma somewhat. You know what I mean? Deodorant, man. I be using Arm& Hammer deodorant. I personally like that. It don't got the aluminum and stuff like that. It feels better on my skin. It don't bother me none. It don't. It's not like sticky or it don't mess up my skin, like I said. And they have a bunch of different versions that they got. Helps with sweat as well. Like I don't have no sweat or nothing like that at all, man. Like I said, that's what deodorant's for, so you don't get musty and stink, right? And the Under Armour do just that. So that's what I use. If you was wondering or you want to go ahead and get that one too, try it out, man. I recommend that. Get it at Walmart. Then you can find it at Publix too. So what's another little hygiene thing that y'all need to start doing? Uh, a skin routine, man. Moisturizing. I slack with that though. I ain't gonna lie. I need a better skincare routine. But moisturizing, man, that's a big deal. I got me a little CeraVe. As soon as you get out of the shower, put that thing on. Make sure your skin stay hydrated. Skin stay nice, fresh and smooth. You know what I'm saying? And clear. The water gonna help with that too. And man, you got it all in your hands, man. Another thing is, man, in your car. This is what you need to do, man. This is what you need to do. Is in your car, man. Go to Walmart. Go get those things of floss, or go get a little small thing of string floss, or whatever you want. Put it in your little glove compartment, bro. Have that in there. Have some mints. I buy 3 packs of mints and I leave them bitches in my car, right? And I have a pack of gum and I have a Listerine. Them Listerine strips is gonna get you right, bro. The strip of Listerine, you take one of them bitches, put it on your tongue, that bitch burn, but it like you fresh as a bitch, you hear me? You gonna be fresh when you pop that thing, right? Or what you can get is a Listerine spray. I got the spray as well. You know back in the day in the movies when they be like, they talking to the girl, be like, ah, ah, and then they finna, you know what I mean? Go ahead and try that out, man. You know, that thing works wonders. So you need that as well, man, because you never know who you're finna run into. Or let's say you're going out, man, you're going out on a little date or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You out there, you trying to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay fresh the whole time, bro. You got to leave the best impression you can leave, man. I'm finna have that, I'm finna have my cologne all up on me right now. I'm finna have my little spray. I'm finna have my little Listerine. I keep that bitch in my pocket. Listerine strips in my pocket. Bomb. Oh, I just got done eating. Pew, pop that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you know what else I be doing is, what's that shit called, man? Especially with the cold out here. And my lips be dry sometimes. Damn, what's that shit? The chapstick, man. Chapstick, you need some of that too, man. Keep that chapstick on deck, bro. You know, because you never know. You don't want your lips being crusty and dusty out here, you know. So all that all together, though, is going, that's great hygiene right there, man. That's all you need. And if you really want to take it to a next level and you want a whole different level, man, go ahead and go, a manicure, a pedicure, or something like that. You need to do that. I haven't done one of those yet, man. I need somebody to let me know, man. I want to go ahead and get me a manicure or pedicure just to see what it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just to go ahead and have them clean my stuff up and do it for me real quick and see what they talking about, you know? But if you want to take that level, go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it yourself, man. Just pay somebody, bomb, get your head right. Massages, that's another big thing too, man. So you feeling, you ain't stiff, you feeling good, you feeling right, you know? That's another big thing you could do. Add into your, I guess it's self-care more than hygiene, but into your routine like that. But what else is it, man? Speaking of haircuts, man, like I said, y'all need to get a haircut every week, man. I don't care what y'all say. Unless you have a certain style or your hair is longer. Like when my hair was long, I would get a haircut every 2 weeks, right? Because you couldn't really tell, and my shit was lined up still, and it was cooler with it, right? But now that I got the low cut, you know what I'm saying? I get a haircut every single week. So I might go 2 times a week. I might go on a Monday. I'm back again on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let that big grow at all. You know, 'cause I ain't missing no opportunity, bro. When I step out, I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I know I'm always on beat. I know I'm always fresh. I know I'm always clean. You know what I'm saying? And I walk with that confidence too. Like it's like you always know you fresh, bro. It's like what you not finna miss nothing, bro. You always got it going on. You know, so a week is a lot. Every week is a lot. I ain't gonna lie, that shit do add up. So you gotta get your money right too. But I know y'all can afford it, bro. I know you can afford it, bro. Or what you can do is spend your last few dollars on this haircut, right? Spend your last few dollars on this haircut. And what you're gonna do is have an interview scheduled for that same week or the next day. Maybe, if you even fast enough, get it the same day, right? Haircut in the morning, interview at like 3 o'clock. Go ahead, do the interview, right? You go to the interview, and they're like, wow, this person is well put together. He's really a stand-up guy. They don't even know you ain't got shit to your name, right? They don't even know that. But they looking at you like, oh man, this man, he has it going on. You know what? We need him as a part of our team. Come on over here, buddy. And now you got your money up. You know what I'm saying? And the money you get from there, put that in some more haircuts. Put that into your little bag. You know what I'm saying? Get you some more haircuts. You know what I'm saying? Until you get that next opportunity, go to the next job. Same thing. You know. But I think that's all I really got for y'all, man. Like I said, nice little Yap session, man. Bullshit. Like I said, I could really get in here and talk about anything, bro. I just had these little topics on my phone, and it wasn't much, but we made it work. And like I said, I was just kind of going into some of the habits and stuff that I do and that I got going on, even my routines and stuff like that. If y'all got any questions for, like I said, anything else I do, like in my personal routine or gym routine, whatever the case may be, go ahead and comment below or send me a DM. We get into anything, man. I'm just on here talking whatever y'all want to talk about at this point. Anything that comes with money, self-improvement, you know what I'm saying? The gym, health, all that stuff, man. I don't care what it is, bro. We can talk about all of it, bro. And we'll do that, man. Maybe I'll have a Yap session part 2 once I get some more questions and stuff on my phone, man. So go ahead, comment, send me a DM, man. And let me know what you guys think about the Science of Getting Rich. When y'all get that book, I want to hear what y'all think about that too, man. Go ahead and talk to me. Let me know what y'all think about it, y'all opinions on that book, what your takeaways was. Because what I took away from it, like I said, is abundance. You might take away something different. And we could exchange perspectives, man. And that's how you grow, right? So I'll see y'all next time, man, with my little Yap session. It's your boy, Lab Diesel. We on the road to 200, and we gonna get there, y'all. So I'll catch y'all on the next video.